Hi, my name is Nick Crawford and I'm the owner of Twist Consultancy. We help businesses better connect to people through relevant and targeted marketing. So today I'd like to touch on two topics for those that are in business-to-business sales and services. And fundamentally it's looking at the ability of the power of a relationship that you have with your prospects and your customers, and the need to storytell to be able to get across the value of the services that you offer. So in terms of relationship, those relationships are built on trust. And looking at a trusted advisor framework, which is a recognized system of measuring trust, the power of trust and the relationship you have is the fact that businesses can copy your services, they can copy the products that you have, but they can't copy the relationships that you have. And if we understand that in the same way that business to consumer is about the end person making a purchasing decision, that's no different for business to business, where actually you are still selling and helping an individual to make a decision for their business. And so trust can be broken down into a equation. And that equation is the sum of credibility and reliability and intimacy. Bring all those three things together. Intimacy is a bit of a strange phrase to have for a business-to-business context, but what it means is that willingness that what you're doing, or the attitude that you have, that what you do is in the best interest of the person that you're trying to help, rather than your own interest. So you take that credibility, that reliability, and that intimacy, and you then divide that by what the Trusted Advisor service uses as self-orientation. And that's fundamentally going, actually, what's in this for me? And we've all been in that situation where somebody is trying to sell to us or at us because it's about what they want and what they need, rather than somebody who's helping us make a purchase through a more consultative approach. And so by focusing on those key areas and building the trust and the relationship that comes with that, your ability to actually reach a sales conclusion, your ability to maintain those relationships over time will be much enhanced and beneficial commercially to the business. And to help do that, the second point then is about storytelling. So I've had the fortune of being able to work both for a marketing automation platform, so a vendor providing services, marketing agencies, and also client side. And as a client, having sat through numerous vendor and agency presentations, the biggest part of that and the greatest success that comes from those negotiations is an ability to paint and tell a story about how your service or your provision would help me as an individual. So to understand my requirements, to understand the user cases that I would use your service for and how that will benefit for me. And if you can tell that story, it becomes relevant and it becomes meaningful, rather than a more generic approach that says, here's the products we've got, here's the services that we offer, and would they be helpful to you? And therefore not taking that extra effort and that extra attention to make it relevant to me and my circumstances and my needs and my objectives. So that fact find, that ability to be able to really understand who your audience is and what they need, is really what differentiates within that sales and customer success environment. So credibility built on trust, build your relationships. Nobody can copy the relationships that you have with your prospects and your customers, and enable that sales and that future success through fantastic storytelling of how your storytelling is a whole new thing. Storytelling of how your services and your products can help them by making it absolutely relevant to them as individuals and their business. If we can help in any way, then in terms of your marketing strategy, your marketing delivery, or your marketing training, then please do get in contact. Thank you.